I said it's great to be a Tennessee volunteer. Jordan Ross commits to Tennessee tonight. Woo-wee! Josh Heupel and the crew are just doing wonders. Y'all, it's your boy Ruck in the building, and tonight we are live, and live. We're going to talk Jordan Ross, man. We're going to talk about Josh Heupel's press conference today. The boy Turner will be joining me here shortly, but man, we got to go ahead and get this thing kicked off, man. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We'll dive into more updates. Yes, I am in a different spot tonight, and I will explain why as soon as this intro plays. We love y'all, man. It's time to get it. It's Monday, the Monday rundown. Join your boy Ruck. Turner will be with us in a minute. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. It's the Monday rundown. Let's go.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it!
What is happening, everybody? It's Monday. It's Monday. But not only is it Monday, it is Monday, and it's 13 days until Tennessee straps on the orange and white and meets in Nissan Stadium right here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's your boy Ruck in the building tonight, man. The boy Turn will be joining me shortly, as I said. But if you're watching on YouTube right now, man, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, man, right now, so you never miss an episode. Man, we're on our way to 700 subs. We've hit a surge over the weekend. The weekend was great. And, man, we're over 650 now. We're heading towards 700. Keep liking, man. Keep commenting. Keep subscribing. Join the channel. Join the channel as low as 99 cents, man. I was just watching my boys at Talking Vols Network when the boy Jordan Ross committed to the University of Tennessee. It's a great time to be a Vol, man. It is a great time to be a Tennessee volunteer. I hope everybody has had an incredible weekend. It's Monday now, so hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope your Friday was great. Your Saturday was great. You had a great day on Sunday. But y'all, we are literally 13 days away. Like, can you actually believe that not just this Saturday do we get week 0 of college football, but next Saturday we get week 1, a great slate of games. But the most important is at noon or 11 Central, and it's Tennessee and Virginia. And I understand. We are a 4-score favorite right now. I think the line still sits at 28. It doesn't matter. It's ball football. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference when it's your team. You just don't care. It's like, we should win by 28, right? That I ain't seen lines like that for Tennessee, period. But I love it. And I love it, man. I want to hop into the chat right now. We got my man, WM Gaming, says right here, it's football time in Tennessee. It's about that time, my boy. It is about that time. Vol Guy 78. Ross is going to be a beast here, especially when he gets into our strength and conditioning program. That's absolutely right. He's a long, edgy guy. I think, think about it, though. He is already sitting at 230 pounds. He's 6'3", right? So he's got that long lankiness about him. But, man, just wait. He gets into that, like you said, into that strength and conditioning program, and I wonder if he hits a new surge in, like, building that mass that he needs to play the edge at that level. I mean, Joshua Josephs did it. And I have a lot of hope in Jordan Ross. I think that it's nice that we're going after these long, lanky edges, right? I think it has been such a hard thing in the past. The game has always been ground pound, big linemen, big defensive linemen, but it has slowly changed over the last 10 years. And now you need those long, lanky, athletic guys who can just get after the quarterback. You ain't got to worry about them. You can just say, hey, let's go get them. Hey, you're on your QB spot. Hey, you're a quarterback contained. But when it's time to play football and it's time to go get the quarterback, let's go be efficient. Let's go be violent. Let's go be vicious. And let's go get the quarterback. And I think that's the guy we got in Jordan Ross. So want to hit up my boy, Everything Vols. Let's go, boy. Ross is a difference maker. He is. He is. He is. I think that he has a lot of characteristics of two guys. One of them, Vol guy says right here, Derek Barnett, and I think another guy that he resembles to me is a guy that just graduated in Byron Young. He's so lanky. BY was very stocky, and I believe that Jordan Ross is going to have that same kind of body type by the time he's a junior at the University of Tennessee. He's still going to be long. He's still going to be athletic, but man, he's going to get that weight on him, that good muscle mass, that lean mass, and he's going to make a massive difference on the edge. And again, I think when you start talking recruiting and you start talking about building a roster, they're doing it the right way right now. It's more and more and more depth, right? Depth changes everything when it gets to this level. We saw it hurt us. We saw it help us. And I think now getting Jordan Ross, obviously you got guys like Shandavion Bradley in the building already. You got guys, obviously, man, I'm sad that he's hurt. Tyree Weathersby, I know he's going to play on the defensive line. But then you still have guys that just came in. I mean, goodness gracious, you got Jalen. I mean, there's so many guys. Arion Carter, obviously he's playing outside linebacker, but there's so many guys at that edge position that we are going to have depth, and we're building a roster. You're building a team. You're building culture. You're building what some would say a dynasty by building a lot of these 4 and 5 stars and getting them in the right place. And that is what keeps me so excited for what's to come with this Josh Heupel era at the University of Tennessee. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm putting everything on this Tennessee Vols minus 28. I'm laying it down for them. I think they covered that by the third. I think they should. The beauty is I'm going on vacation. Like the start of my and my family's vacation is the Tennessee game. So we will literally go to the game. Hopefully we can leave at the beginning of the fourth quarter, get back home, change, shower, drive, and head on to our vacation, man. And so I sure do hope that Tennessee hangs. I hope we hang 70 on Virginia. And we have no remorse against Virginia. Like we don't care about Virginia. It's not a rivalry. We're not gonna beat Virginia as bad as we're gonna beat South Carolina this year. Because South Carolina deserves some booty whooped. After what they did to us last year, I don't see hype put. I mean, I see. What do y'all think? While we're sitting here talking about this is so off topic, but this is why you watch Straight Up Tennessee, right? This is why we do what we do. How many do we hang on South Carolina this year? How many points is enough to where Josh Heupel's like, all right, it's good? Because I don't think he's going to stop. I really feel as if Josh Heupel is going to lay it all on the line and say, listen, y'all disrespected the mess out of us last year. We played terrible. I 100% agree with you, Vol guys. 60-7. I mean, dude, I don't think he stops. If he hits 70, I think he keeps pouring it on. Him and Beamer low-key hate each other, you know? Heupel and Beamer low-key are like, I don't really mess with, and I'm cool with it. I love that type of energy, man, because now they got to come to Neyland Stadium. I hope it's a night game. I hope it's a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, past that anytime. Let's let them have a taste of Neyland at night, because it's gonna be a taste that they gonna have to chew on that for a whole 12 months. A whole 12 months. But man, let's get into the show tonight, y'all. Boy Turn will be joining here shortly. let's get into the topic, man. Josh Heupel had a press conference today. It's Monday, so we're getting back into the routine of things as far as media appearances, player appearances. We should see some player appearances tomorrow, and we'll cover those tomorrow night and go and have a video ready for you guys on Wednesday morning. But Josh Heupel was asked a lot of different things today. Really loved the transitional period that he mentioned about, man, it's like fully the end of training camp. And it is now time to go into game prep for Virginia. And that lets you know how close it truly is that, hey, we're done with all the training camp stuff, man. It's time to go. And so one of the questions that was asked was somebody says, does it feel like it's game week right now? And Heupel says, yeah, like they finished up tonight. I guess they had a practice early this morning, and then tonight they meet back in the building and they get more intentional about situations against Virginia, more of a walkthrough type thing. It starts to feel more like game week in a week like today and tonight, from what he said. And so I'm excited as a fan because now we're positioned in a place of, yo, we're so close. And now we get the opportunity to see all of the Instagram reels, all of the Instagram posts, all the VolQuest blogs, all the Rocky Top Insider blogs. We get to see it with our own eyes, right? We can see Instagram and be like, Joe throwing dots. Man, we can look at Instagram and say, man, Dante Thornton doesn't drop anything, right? Like, we can look at all of that. But when we see it with our eyes and we actually believe it, changes everything. Changes absolutely everything. And so another thing that he asked, he's like, somebody asked him what encouraged him the most about this team during the camp. And he just kept saying they were consistent, man. They were consistent in their habits. The competitiveness on the practice field has grown. There's a lot of camaraderie and connection in the locker room. These are things that, y'all, this was a theory. Like, this was never a thing with Jeremy Pruitt. Jeremy Pruitt was, all right, guys, let's just go play football like Alabama. And that's not Tennessee, right? Josh Heupel brought back this like it factor of the Vols. Like, when I wear this right here, like when I wear this hat, when I wear this, like, this is what Tennessee is, man. Tennessee is a family, and it's always been that way. And so, you know, to hear that the consistency and the habits and the practice habits, and that everybody's coming into the building, into the facility with a purpose. It's not just, man, let's go through the motions today. It's like everybody is working with purpose. And that makes me so excited to see what happens here in a couple of weeks. I want to hit the chat really quickly, man. Got a lot of folks in here now. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Your boy Ruck is in the house. Hopefully Turner joins. If not, it's really okay. But my man Derek Sanders, what up, Derek? He said we're gonna be smoking on that South Carolina pack. Facts. That's a fact, my guy. 100%. Then he says, I love our depth. Depth is massive for us this year. Even in the future, it is the future of what we have to do, especially, man, when we get into 24, obviously, and we got Texas, we got Oklahoma joining the league. We get Oklahoma in Norman in 24. I mean, it's going to be dogs on dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to just be ready to go, and we got to have more guys on top of guys. You see what the man said. They got one coming. They got one coming. You know, one thing you said, Derek, that we talked about actually last week, I want to talk about it again because it really, excuse me, it really has been a point of emphasis in my mind, man. Like, the running game for us this year, it is the engine, to say, right? I think the three-headed monster of Small, Wright, and Samp, it's just, I'm just telling you, I'm not sure who's going to be able to stop us. I'm not sure who's going to be able to stop us. And obviously, we need a great push from the offensive line. We need great energy from the O-line all year long. But at the same time, I think that our running backs are so good that they can make space. They can make something out of nothing. Give them a seam, man, and they're going to be able to take it to the crib. And it is going to propel Joe into the pass game. I think it's going to allow him to see from multiple angles, right? He's going to be able to make the game. It's going to make the game easier for Joe Milton with the effectiveness and how much we can do well on the ground. And so you're right here, Derek, man. Pruitt did, man. He had that Saban mindset. And Vol guy, man, can't wait to see Khalifa Keith be our Derrick Henry. He's got a chance to destroy DNs, linebackers, and corners. It's a facts. It's super facts. I mean, at 6 foot 230 as a freshman, and you're running 4.5 speed, you got to think in a year, man, he's going to fully understand the offense. He's going to understand what Tennessee's doing, and he's going to get a lot of clock. Between him, let's say Jay Wright stays another year, Dylan Sampson, Cameron Seldon, Khalifa Keith, Lord have mercy. The running. See, can I just say this? Let me just say this. That is how you know we haven't had this in a while. We get excited about fifth string guys now. Like we're excited about Chaz Nimrod and Caleb Webb, and they third, fourth string receivers. We get excited about Khalifa Keith. He may not play a down this year. You know what I'm saying? But that lets you know that, y'all, we are hitting new strides. There's something new around the university, man. And so it's a great time, again, like I said earlier, to be involved. But one thing I wanted to touch on massively from the press conference with Heupel earlier today was someone, obviously it's a topic of discussion when it comes to early camp and injuries. Somebody asked about, hey, what's the health of the team? And Wesley Walker, T-Mac, Cooper Mays, obviously, Elijah Simmons, big bulldog Elijah Simmons actually was hurt in the scrimmage last Wednesday. That hasn't really been released to the public, but he got hurt. I watched the video from VolQuest. He got hurt. Got hurt at the scrimmage last Wednesday. They said it wasn't like a significant injury, but he will miss some time. What does some time mean? I don't know, but we know that Wesley Walker and T-Mac got back. They've been increasing their workload over the course of the last couple of weeks. So those guys are going to be ready to play come Virginia. The big question mark I think everyone has is what happened to Cooper Mays. And as much as I know, and as much as I talk to a lot of people on campus, and I have a lot of friends that still, former players of the university that I still chop it up with all the time, who know a lot of stuff. No one truly knows what happened to Cooper. There's a lot of rumors out there. And the only people that know are inside that locker room. And I think that's the way it should stay. But what I do know is he had a minor procedure, and that was released to the public. They never said on what. We have no idea. And so I say all of that to say, I don't think Cooper Mays needs to play game one regardless. Like, does he need the work? Yes. And here's what I think personally. I think Cooper Mays needs the work because his first real action does not need to be against Florida. I understand Florida's not the same Florida that we know, but it's still another team that wears blue and orange, and they got a gator on the side of their helmet. And for some reason, it just makes us a little uneasy. Don't matter how bad they suck. Can y'all remember, what was it, 2000? Me and Turner talk about this all the time. What was it, 2014, 15? It would have had to have been 14. Tennessee comes to Neyland Stadium. Justin Worley is the quarterback. Tennessee loses to Florida with that terrible Florida team. We lost 10-9. Anybody remember that game? Anybody? Because I'll never forget it, because I sat right there and watched that pitiful game. That was the worst Florida team since the team will play this year. And we lost that game 10-9 in Neyland Stadium. Now you're going to the Swamp. What do? Tennessee has to win that game, and Cooper Mays has to play that game. But I agree with you, Vol guy. Coop has to be out till AP to me. I don't think Virginia it's not worth the reps if you're not ready, right? Like get another week under your belt, get another body of work, practice fully in practice, but there's no point in re-aggravating or potentially really making it worse for a game that you should win by 4 or 5 touchdowns regardless, right? So but since we're talking about that, we're talking about the health of the team. Cooper Mays has to get healthy. One thing that stood out in this press conference today was the conversation and the question. I really feel like Brent Hubbs asked the question about, let's say Joe Milton does get hurt. Is Nico Iamaleava ready to play? And he's like, I got to read this statement word for word. He says, as a young man coming into a program, understanding the standards that we have here, but the demands of playing quarterback at this level, being able to start to grasp and understand what's going on up front, protections, defensive structure, and being able to see and recognize, anticipate, and see both. He's a dramatically different player than he was during spring ball. I love the steps that he took in the spring, and this football team has a lot of trust in him. And he basically said Nico will be ready to play. However, if Joe gets hurt, Nico is ready to play. Does that not make you excited? Like, when's the last time we had a recruit like Nico Iamaleava, right? Come into the program and the head coach feels confident enough to say, if Joe Milton gets hurt, this guy can go. No one wants Joe Milton to get hurt. But if he does, the confidence that Coach Heupel has in Nico makes me feel as if Nico's ready to go. Now, that could be coach speak. Coach speak is a real thing. But if Nico's ready to go, y'all, there should be no fear. He's a gamer, man. He's gonna be able to really like lock into what he's going to propel himself into in the next few years. If he has to get some clock this year due to an injury to Joe, hey, it's a glimpse into what we're gonna get for the next 3 years, right? And I don't want that. I want Joe Milton to go out here and show people and prove that he is every bit of who he truly can propel into being. Because, man, he's so talented. He's got a great arm. But on top of that, he's been developed, not just by Josh Heupel, not just by Joey Hosley, but Hendon Hooker had so much to do with Joe's development. We saw Joe in garbage time do what he did last year. We saw Joe in a monsoon at Vanderbilt do what he did last year. And then in the Orange Bowl, we saw Joe be something that I was just like, this dude's ready to play. And so I don't know. I'm just excited for the future of Nico Iamaleava, and I think we all can be as fans, right? I mean, we are fans. We ain't. Again, I have to tell everybody, like, if you're new to the channel, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification right now. But, oh, Jonathan, I'll tell you where I got that. I'll post that stuff, and I'm gonna get to the chat in just a second. But, I don't know. Very excited. Very excited. There goes the boy Turner. Go Vols. That's him. He's watching. Straight up Tennessee, baby. Go Vols. Yes, sir. Man, let's hit the chat right now. I got a lot of people in the chat right now. Derek Sanders says a YouTuber named High Top Sports said yesterday that Tennessee last year was a lightning in the bottle. He's a Florida fan. His chat hates him because I cause havoc. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to do what we did last year, but worse in the swamp. Like, can y'all imagine? Just dream with me for a second, and it could be reality, but dream with your boy for a minute, okay? Tennessee night game at Florida. Tennessee win 51-17. Y'all, If Tennessee went to the Swamp and put 50 on their head, I would I would lose my mind, man. The man Jonathan, I can't wait to see Nico perform and get used to live ball after we put up 4 to 5 touchdowns in game one. Yeah, it'll be awesome to see him get in. I mean, I think we all want to see the reps, right? And so that'll be awesome to see him get in. Vol guy, Nico made a comment, pretty much got a friendship with Joe like Hendon and Joe. Hey, he's little bro, right? Joe Milton made that comment. He said, hey, Nico is like little bro, man. Like he come by the house. Sometimes I tell him, hey, get over here. Let's watch film. So Joe is mentoring him, knowing that the future is so bright, and for an older guy to take a younger guy on the wing, under his wing, and just say, "Hey, bro, like I want you to understand this now." Says a lot about the character of Joe Milton as well. But Jerry Gibson, when was the last time we had a coach that makes players better? Phil Fulmer, right? I think Derek Dooley got a lot of talented guys. He couldn't develop them. Right? I mean, Cordero Patterson comes for 1 year, does what he does, and now he's been making millions doing whatever he wants to in the NFL. He's playing running back and stuff now. So I would say probably Phil Fulmer, right? I mean, T. Martin, right? I mean, Deion Grant, Jason Swain, Jason Witten. I mean, you name it. He developed young guys into being successful NFL caliber guys out of Tennessee. Hot take, Nico will be better than Hooker and Joe. How many people agree with that? I'd be interested to see how many people agree with how many, like right now, I think Nico has the potential to be better than Joe Milton, right? But I don't know if I'm ready to jump the gun and say he will be better than Joe and Hendon. Hendon is a Tennessee legend forever. And like he's a Tennessee legend forever for what he was able to do last year. Jonathan. Okay, so there is a company out of Redding, California called In Him Apparel. So all you got to do is inhimapparel.com. They have all kinds of great merch, bro. I have so many. I got t-shirts from them, hats, great company. In Him, if you're watching, we'd love to work with you and sponsor and push your brand because I love it. I love their brand. Getting more into the chat. I know who this is. This is my man Jeff Cochran. They deserve the smoke. Yeah, they do. They do. Here's Turner right here. He says the running back room is a problem. So much depth, and we haven't seen this much depth in a long time. It's very true. It's very true, man. It's very, very true. But okay, yeah, Derek, I agree with you now. Yes, not now, but when he's ready. Talking about when Nico's ready to play, he will be better than both Joe and Hendon Hooker. So I think that's true. When he's ready to go, it's going to be something scary to see. And so as we kind of turn the corner, man, on tonight's show, got about 5 minutes left tonight, man. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, man. If you're not a part of the channel, you don't even have to join, man. Just hit the subscribe button right now. Man, we go live on Mondays. We have an episode on Wednesday morning, and we have an episode on Friday morning. But y'all, can I just tell y'all something really quickly? Let me just tell y'all something real quick. Next week on Monday, it will be the first Who Is series video, and we'll be doing the Who Is series live this fall. If you've been a part of the channel for any length of time, dating back to last football season, then you know we the way our weeks look like come football season is on Monday nights. We will go live with our Who Is series. This is the episode where we talk about who is blank, and that's the team we play this week. We'll talk about their roster, head coaches, their schemes, what they like to do, and how Tennessee can exploit that. And we'll also give our very, very first score prediction for the weekend on Monday. On Wednesday, we call it we call it the midweek chat. The midweek chat is where, man, we just talk about all the player and coaching interviews from the week. We chop it up on any updates we've heard, VolQuest, Rocky Top Insider, anywhere, man. We just talk about the updates and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. On the end of Wednesdays, we are actually going to start doing what we are going to call Pump the Gas or Hit the Brakes. This is going to be a segment that we do that basically is like, hey, are we going to pour the gas and pump the gas on this thing? Or are we going to hit the brakes and say, hey, not so fast, not yet. And then on Friday is Chop It Up Friday, aka our One More Day episode, and we just preview the game one last time, and we give our final score predictions before Tennessee plays their game on Saturday and Saturday night, depending on when the game is, or Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. You'll get a next day video, is what we call it, the next day. So that starts next week, Monday. But this week, man, we got tonight. Obviously, we're live right now, and then we do Wednesday and Friday. But while we got the folks in the chat right now, I need a lot of participation here. What Vol has the biggest game next Saturday? What Vol has the biggest game next Saturday? In my opinion, I think, and I'm going to go ahead and say it now, I think it's Jalen Wright. I think Jalen Wright has a let me show you what I've been working on type game. We saw what Jalen Wright could do last year. You got to think Jalen Wright was hurt all training camp. He doesn't get hit until those first couple games. He hadn't practiced in any scrimmages, nothing. He gets hits. He's getting hit on. He's trying to carry the ball. He's fumbling a lot. Well, that's not been a thing this year. He's been in training camp. He's been working with the ones, the twos. He's been getting ample reps. I think Jabari Small is going to do Jabari Small things. That's what he does. Jabari goes and gets 750 to 1,000 yards a year. He's going to have 10 to 13 to 14 touchdowns. He might have a couple passing catches for touchdowns, but Jabari's going to be Bari. I think Jalen Wright is going to have a coming out party against the Virginia Cavaliers. Jonathan Rose says QB1. That's Joe Milton. Joe Milton has a big game against Virginia. I think so, too. I think Joe's going to have a great game. I think he'll get like 275, 300 passing yards. Nothing too crazy. I think he's going to have a ton of yards, or has the opportunity to have a ton of yards in that Florida game, because we're going to sling it everywhere, I think, because Florida has lost a lot on the back end with Dean gone, a lot of those different guys who were there last year who we still picked apart, right? Vol Guy says, Brew. He's a big body wide receiver, and those ACC DBs, you're 100% right. Joe Milton said in a video I watched the other night, it was really funny. It was like the new VFL Films lady and Joe did a video, and he was just saying, I want you to try to tackle him. Like, I want people to try and tackle Brew, because it's just not that easy, right? So Brew McCoy is going to make some noise, and I think Brew's a 1,000-yard receiver this year. I really do. I know that's a hot take, maybe, because he is such a possession receiver, but I think because of that, he's going to be able to make a lot of yak plays, and he's going to be able to make a lot of possession catches with little screens, little quick slants. I mean, gosh, he had 700 yards last year, and he was just in the shadows of what Jalen Hyatt did, which was historically just something we've never seen from a Tennessee Vols wide receiver. So I think Brew. Who else, man? Who else? Who do y'all think is going to be? Who else do y'all think is going to have a great big game against Virginia? Here you go. Vol Guy says him and Squirrel both 1K receivers this year. Man. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Derek. Listen, Derek. Listen to me right now, Derek. We ain't talking about Georgia yet. We're not talking about Georgia yet. But since you started it, since you started this, Derek, you did it. If the O-line can avoid pre-snap penalties, we can beat Georgia. I got a lot to say about Georgia this year, and I'm a hold my tongue. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm not gonna go on a Ruck rant. I'm gonna save my Ruck rant for later in the season because I have a lot to say about Georgia. I have a lot to say about Georgia. The main thing is they got to come to Neyland. And can we win? I'm gonna say this: can we win? Yes. Will we? It's gonna depend on a lot of things. November 18th is a long ways away. That's a long ways away. But y'all, it's been a great show tonight, man. I've loved it. I love hanging out with y'all. I love hanging out with my family. It feels like I'm just hanging out with my bros. Like my brothers and my sisters, everybody that's rocking with us, man. We love y'all so much. Y'all know I do it every show. We love y'all, man. We appreciate you guys so much. I agree with you right there. Carson Beck is not ready. But again, Derek, stop. Stop it, Derek. Derek, I feel like I'm your dad right now. Stop it, Derek. Oh man, y'all know what y'all get when y'all come with us, man. Y'all get some crazy dudes who love Tennessee just as much as you. But again, if y'all missed the top of the show, the boy Jordan Ross commits to the University of Tennessee. Keep building up culture, keep building up roster, keep building up young men who want to wear the orange and the white and give their all for Tennessee every single day. I love y'all, man. We will be back on Wednesday. Me and the boy turn. I guess, it's okay. I missed my brother tonight, but we will be back on Wednesday. It'll be an early video. We'll record that thing tomorrow night. And it'll be a great show, man. We love y'all. We thank y'all. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss an episode or you never miss when we go live. Also, join the channel, man. 99 cents a month. You can enter at that gray level. You can go to white level if you really love us. Hey, right now, before I end the show, we got 15, almost 20 people watching. If you want to join our Discord channel, follow us on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee. Shoot us a message. I'll send you the Discord link. Everybody in the chat right now, you'll get in for free. Normally, you got to be a member of the channel or join at a specific level, but it's okay. Hit us on Instagram right now, Straight Up Tennessee. This Discord channel is where we are going to live all fall. If you're mad, you can scream and shout everything out there. You can get in there and whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do, hit us on Instagram, Straight Up Tennessee. We will send you the Discord link. Join our Discord. You'll see all of the rules and everything in there. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a place where you can just come and be free all fall and all year long. We love y'all, man. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. It's your boy Ruck. I'm out. I will see you guys on Wednesday for the midweek chat. Man, go Vols, baby. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see y'all on Wednesday.